So the trending kind of hot topic in makeup right now is monochromatic colors. All that means is that you take the same color and then just use different shades for different parts of your face. So you may use like pinks or like terracottas or like nudes and use that same color, but then do different versions of it for like your eyes and your lips and your cheeks. I've even seen this done with like pinks and like magentas and like really bright, bold reds. And so there's so much that you can do with this. One of the things that I really love about this look is it shows how one product can be multifunctional. So for example, you can take our bronzer and highlighter duo palette. And I love that you can use this for an eyeshadow. You can use it for, of course, a bronzer and a highlighter. You can also use it for contouring. There's so many things you can do with this palette. I think today I'm gonna do like a kind of terracotta coloring. I'm gonna look at what brown colors I have and kind of do like a brown look with a monochromatic makeup feel to it. All right, so just so you know, I have a bare face except for that I went ahead and put on our primer too. It also has like vitamin E, it's very hydrating. It's so good for your skin. So even if you don't wear makeup, if you just put this primer on, it's like putting skincare on your face, but then also preparing it for the day. I just pulled out my makeup drawers from my vanity so you can see some of the things that we're working with. So we've done the primer, and for a foundation, we do have a liquid foundation, but I think I'm gonna show you the powder foundation, but let's start off with our concealers. So when you think of the green concealer, think of like erasing red. So like if you've got like a blemish or a scar or something that you're trying to reduce red, any like painting artist would know that like a green is kind of complementary for a red. So this is a good contrasting color if you're trying to reduce redness. Pink one is amazing for brightening and highlighting. This one is great for kind of drawing out areas. So like if you were painting a sphere, right, like the lighter color would be whatever's closest to you. So if you're trying to highlight cheekbones or kind of like a T-zone or whatever it is that you're trying to bring forward, a brightening concealer is great for that. Also for under eyes, like dark circles under your bags, that's great for this. Let me show you what that looks like. So just a little bit goes a long way. Our setting spray and a little foamy. I'm gonna spritz it for moisture and then just dab. And of course, a good concealer. Everyone needs a good concealer. Again, a little bit goes a long way. But you can also use your kabuki brush, which I love this kabuki brush. I use it so much. And what you would do to make that good for blending is you just pinch it. I also showed you our liquid foundation, which is incredibly popular, but today I'm gonna show you the sand. I wear sand medium for the mineral foundation. What I love about this is put a little bit in the lid, and then mineral foundation turns to cream when it's warmed up. So it's as simple as taking your kabuki brush, swirling it in the lid. You may have a palette. What's happening is as this powder is warmed up by the friction of the moving brush, it turns more cream. A cream foundation will give you more coverage. It also will stay longer and give you a better SPF. So it becomes a physical blocker for the sun and for harmful environments. Especially here in summer, you want more SPF. Your face goes past here. You want to get a little bit down here as well. In your ears if you're gonna have your hair back. Easy application, a great way to even out your skin tone. I'm gonna do a setting spray real quick. As that sets, I want to introduce you to our brow pomades. So we've got a couple brow pomades, a medium and a dark. As dark as my eyebrows are, I love using the medium, but I use the darker one as an eyeliner if I want a darker eyeliner. Let me explain. So first off, let's talk about what a brow pomade is for. So a brow pomade has like a wax consistency, and that helps to keep your hair in place on your eyebrows. So I'm gonna start with the thicker part of my brow and fill that in. I'm using a dual end brush. This one is like an angled brush. So I use the thick part of the brush to do the base of my eyebrows, and then the thin part to draw the outer part. And then I'm going to use the other end of the bristle brush to put everything in place. Other side. This is my favorite piece of makeup from Lemongrass Spa. All right, so this is where you can use a brow pomade as an eyeliner. Same tools, either color you want. I'm gonna go with the medium because we're going for more browns today, but this one is the dark. It's also a great color. And you could do the same technique with an eyeliner. Using the angled brush, do your eyeliner. I'm doing this before the eyeshadow so that the powder minerals will help to set the eyeliner. I have mine on pretty light, but you may want yours to be more dramatic. Let's see what all we can do with Beauty eyeshadow. I love this color. I'm gonna play with Daybreak too. Let's see what we can do with it. All right, so I'm going to grab my round eyeshadow brush. Let's do an all over with Daybreak first. Same idea. I love these that have the sifters, and I can get just what I need on my lid. This is so easy to use. Warm up the colors. This is obviously going to be a much lighter. I'm going to go up to about where my bone is right here. Now for Beauty. All right, so at this point, I am aware of where my crease is. So I'm looking at the crease, and I'm going to start with that. And I'm just going to work it down. Beauty makes a great kind of mid color. It's also a great everyday color if you don't want to have a dramatic eye, but you want to have some dimension. Already have a little bit more dimension just by adding Beauty. This will be a lot more dramatic once we add in mascara too. I feel like the Sugar and Spice highlighter and duo would be a great complement for this kind of like brown monochromatic look that we're going for. So let's play with this one. I'm going to pick my blush brush. I'm going to start with the darker one to look right here. And I'm going to start adding in my darkness right here and then work it down. What that does is it slims up the face and kind of brings the attention to your eyes. I'll blend all this in a minute. All right, the next thing I'm going to do with the darker color is to go around my face. That's going to bring the attention to the forefront. Let's highlight. Go to the lighter. Now, what you're thinking of from like an artist standpoint is like if you were drawing the sphere of a ball, right? So what do you want to bring forward? For me, it's going to be this kind of T-zone, and I want to accentuate my cheekbones. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go real quick here and then across here. Another very popular thing to do right now is to do a little bit right on the nose, maybe a little bit on the chin. You can see it right away on camera. I love the like glow, kind of dewy look that a bronzer and highlighter gives. All right, so now my favorite part is the mascara. To me, this is the most dramatic part of it all. We have three kinds. Our Sheer Minerals mascara. This is a great black one if you want lots of volume. And then our organic mascaras, we have a black and a brown. The big differentiator with our organic mascaras is that they use coffee extracts for color and rice extracts for volume. I'm gonna try the brown one today. All right, so at this point, our eyeliner is set because we did the minerals on top. So all of that is set. We've used the setting spray. We did a highlighter and bronzer. And sticking with our brown theme, we've got our brown organic mascara. Can you tell the difference in the sides already? I love knowing that I have organic, clean ingredients close to my eyes. It's recommended that you switch out your mascara every 3 to 6 months. And the reason why is because every time we put this close to our eyes and then we put it back in the tube, then we can introduce the additional bacteria that's not supposed to be there. And so you want to switch out your mascara more often than the rest of your makeup. I love our mascara. Usually for the bottom, I don't do a whole lot. If I do anything, I just kind of do the corners and just kind of touch them. I feel like the top lashes do most of the talking anyway. Our mascara is layerable, so that means like you can build onto that. So if I do a second coat, I'm gonna have even more volume and even more length. That makes it very easy to go from like everyday look to more dramatic, like date look or a special occasion. Now for the final touch is lips. So we've got lots of options. Lip glosses are always a favorite and I love all of them. But let's talk about lipsticks because I feel like that's something that our generation doesn't appreciate enough. Now, I love our lipsticks too. I have all of them, but since we have a kind of monochromatic theme that we're going for today, let's look at more of like a neutral kind of beige tone. All right, so let me show you what this looks like in our catalog. So you can see it kind of goes from more pink with our Impulse all the way down, and I kind of want to go with this guy right here. So this one is Bear. So let me pull out Bear. This is Bear. All right, so when I'm doing my lips with lipstick, I am training my lipstick to do well with my lips. So I have kind of like a Cupid's kind of heart right here. So I'm going to keep that pointy by using the point. The more you use it, the more your lipstick will kind of be trained to stay that way. By that, I mean, like if you go straight on, it's going to flatten out over time. So train your lipstick to do what you want it to do on your lips. For me, that point is valuable. And I'm going to actually start with that Cupid's bow right there. And then I'll just draw down. You can see this is a great like, neutral tone. It's perfect for everybody. I love Bear. So this is our just kind of everyday monochromatic look with using more browns. You could get very dramatic very quickly if you did pinks, if you did like bright reds, and you would use the bright reds to focus on your blushes and your lips. You could add red to your eyeshadows. I mean, really a dramatic look. You could do this with really any shade that you love. Going into spring, you could do a lot of pinks as well. There's so many great shades that we have of pink. So you could pick your one color and then just do different shades for it throughout your face. So makeup is so much fun. So thank you for doing your makeup with me today. This was fun.